teen Lele Pons produced a video that garnered 1 billion views, while Russian Yulia Vins, resembling a Barbie, effortlessly lifts 100 kg. Today, we will tell you about the most amazing teenagers, whose existence is hard to believe. Also, at the end of this episode, the secret word from the previous video and our amazing winners will be announced. Olivia was only 16 when she already had a successful career in the field of science. And real fame came to her when Halisi invented a simple test for detecting the deadly Ebola virus. Her invention was acknowledged more for its easy application in remote areas without electricity, rather than its uniqueness. The American got a significant scholarship from Google for her work to study at Greenwich High School, Connecticut. This method is based on the stabilizing properties of fibroin, silk, which allows to abandon freezing and detect virus antigens with the help of water. A map with a color indicator allows for quick, accurate, and inexpensive diagnosis of the Ebola virus within 30 minutes before the onset of disease symptoms. This Memphis boy began his business at age 9, and now, at 13, his company is valued at $200,000. A little? So this is just the beginning. And then, how much money were you able to earn on your own at the age of 13? You may wonder, what business is Mazai in? He crafts bow ties, initially got orders via Facebook, then started an online shop. And this is the outcome. Also, Mazai is involved in charity work. Asimi was 13 when she achieved what was only a dream for other climbers. In Spain, there is a very challenging climbing route called Open Your Mind Direct. This rock is considered one of the highest and most difficult levels. Even trained adult climbers find it difficult to conquer, but Asimi managed to do it, not only becoming the youngest climber, but also the second woman in the world. She conquered the peak, earning the titles of Bouldering Phenomenon by the New York Times and Young Sensation by Outside Magazine. Now Asima hopes to compete in the Olympics when this sport will be included in the program. The Canadian star kickstarted her journey with an internet hit. At 15, Sean simply recorded his song and posted it on YouTube. Instantly got millions of views and subscribers. He was noticed by a record studio. The solo track, recorded with the company, quickly topped the charts, making Sean the youngest singer to debut in the Billboard Hot 100's Top 25. At 17, he already has a successful career and is touring around the world. The young entrepreneur started his career back in middle school. Today, she's a key analyst and vice president of a major investment firm. She herself says that she reached such heights because she grew up in the heart of Silicon Valley. Since childhood, her surroundings enabled her to build a network of contacts, keeping her informed. Is happening in the tech industry. Despite her considerable income, Tiffany resides in the Commune House, a pricey communal home for young prodigies, where none exceed 22 years in age. There, the girl also feeds on ideas. Russian woman Yulia Vins impresses with her wide shoulders and unusual strength. The 18-year-old girl with a Barbie face managed to build up muscles, which any man would envy. Yulia's public page reveals she started powerlifting in September 2012 after attending the gym for roughly 2 years. The Russian woman, 60 kg and 165 cm tall bench, pressed 100 kg. She deadlifted 165 kg and squatted 175 kg. Stories about her are already being filmed and then shown even abroad. She gained particular popularity in China, where she is called a tomboy. Once a girl from Miami got into social media and soon became one of the most successful bloggers. A video in one of her accounts managed to get 1 billion views, and 1 billion, as we know, is 1,000 million. Lele Pons was nominated for the Teen Choice Awards in 2015 in the categories of Best Vine User and Internet Star among women, and her videos made it to the list of best Vines for several years in a row. Pons makes videos on relevant topics and is not afraid to appear funny. For instance, she awkwardly mimics models' walk. That's why users love her. However, her other pages are also thriving, and thanks to her popularity, she was able to start a company making jewelry and costume jewelry, and today she successfully sells them. However, Ahmed's rise to fame began with a huge scandal. He crafted a small clock and took it to school. One teacher, however, believed the ticking mechanism was a bomb, not an alarm clock. Ahmed was summoned to the principal's office, where Edison and a police squad were already waiting. The police began to search the student and question him about his intentions. They were sure that Ahmed was trying to make a bomb. To his claim that he was making a clock, they told him, "To me, it looks like a bomb from a movie." The principal threatened to expel the teen unless he confessed in writing. Then Ahmed was handcuffed, as the police later explained, for the safety of the boy and the officers. He was removed from school and sent to the Juvenile Offenders Department. His fingerprints were taken there before he was returned to his parents. The subsequent investigation revealed that the device was presumably a home experiment, and there is no evidence to suggest that he intended to raise an alarm. The principal sent a letter to Ahmed's parents post-incident, without any apologies. Irving Mayor Batman Dine also supported the actions of the school and the police. It is unknown how all this would have ended, but Ahmed's friends launched a campaign in his support on social media. Ultimately, over 600,000 Americans participated. Besides regular users, Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg also commented on the situation. "We should applaud the ability and desire to create something cool, not arrest them," he wrote on his page. "The future belongs to people like Ahmed." He also offered the student to meet at the Facebook office, if Ahmed wishes to do so. Like a fairy tale, the unlucky young man was invited to the White House by President Obama. Vox published a column titled, "It's Not Just About Ahmed Mohammed." Anti-Islamic sentiment in America is escalating, encompassing overt Islamophobia, an analysis of the photo of the student in the National Aeronautics and Space Administration t-shirt and handcuffs. Ahmed Mohammed was suspended from school for 3 days, but the boy never returned. He found another school. After graduation, he plans to attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. In 2013, then 15-year-old Anna Makosinski from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, presented her first, but certainly not last, invention to the world. A flashlight that works from the heat of the human body, which doesn't need batteries. The hollow flashlight. Naturally, it was impossible without physics knowledge. Anne worked with a Peltier element, a thermoelectric module, which is well known to electronics enthusiasts. She later admitted that the idea to use body heat as a source of energy came almost by accident, when Anne suddenly thought that the human body constantly generates heat, which is simply wasted. Here, it should probably be mentioned that Anne's consideration of the power source issue was not entirely accidental. After all, at her age, most girls hardly think about the Peltier element. But Anne's parents are electronics engineers, and it's likely this fact that led to Pretty Anne inventing a flashlight instead of focusing on dresses and parties. When she showed her invention to her parents, they all agreed it was a breakthrough. However, her father still didn't immediately believe what was happening and demanded to see the scheme from his daughter. In the end, he was surprised twice. First, by how it turned out to be so brilliant and simple, and second, that all this simple brilliance, it turns out, was hidden in the mind of his own daughter. Later, Anne became a real celebrity, attended various forums and conferences, and also became a speaker at the famous TEDx platform. However, her victory also had a more material expression: a prize of $50,000 as well as trips to the Galapagos Islands. Her project took second place at a local science fair and paved her way to the Google Science Fair 2013, where she was announced the winner in her age group. This year, Anne upgraded her invention to the hands-free version. It's a body heat-powered lamp that attaches to the head. For it, she received the Weston Youth Innovation Award this year. Anne Makosinski intends to pursue science and electronics in the future. After her notable win, she started considering ways to profit from her flashlight idea, which was expensive to produce and sell. Here's how a good example of parents allows children to reveal their talents and create something useful. In 2013, a then 16-year-old schoolgirl from Istanbul spent several years developing a method to produce bioplastic from discarded banana peels. Bananas, as a fruit, are perfectly protected by their flexible, elastic peel. As 16-year-old Elif discovered, the starch and cellulose contained in the outer layer can also be used to create materials that are used in insulating wires and forming medical prosthetics. Bilgin developed a chemical process that turns banana peel into non-degrading bioplastic, which she hopes will help replace the original oil-based one, polluting the environment. Bilgin's work won the competition's grand prize, Scientific American Science, worth $50,000. As you can see, It doesn't take much to be successful. All it takes is loving what you do and being persistent. If you liked the video, share it with your friends. Perhaps it will inspire someone to make new useful discoveries. In this video, letters were hidden, from which you can assemble a secret word. Find the word and write it in the comments. The fastest and most attentive will be featured in the next video. Remember, liking and subscribing is the best way to thank the author for their work. In the last video, we hid letters that can be used to form a secret word. As many have guessed, the secret word is technology. Congrats to Daniel Kalimov, Ashot Trakmambedovich, and Miss Darkass Games, the first to discover it. Want to learn even more amazing facts? Subscribe for more interesting content ahead.